Good morning. Welcome to this morning's meeting of the Public Facilities Commission. Before us today is the Mayor's Office of Housing. TT, would you take over?
Thank you, Commissioner. Good morning, Commissioners. This meeting is being recorded and broadcast live. I will now ask the PFC Secretary, Colleen Daly, to take a roll call of the meeting participants. Colleen, if you would please conduct the roll call.
Thank you, TT. Participants, please unmute your device and confirm your presence when I call your name. Beginning roll call with the Commission. Larry Mamoli, Commissioner.
Present.
Donald Wright, Commissioner.
Present.
TT Lee, Legal Advisor.
Present.
Catherine Pendleton, Article Clerk.
Present.
Next with the Mayor's Office of Housing, Daniel Lesser, Director of Operations.
Present.
James Smith, Senior Environmental Compliance Manager, REMS.
Present.
Christine O'Keefe, Interim Deputy Director, NHD.
Present.
Tara Satchebel, Housing Development Officer, NHD.
Present.
I'll read for the record the remainder of the individuals in attendance but will not be presenting in today's meeting. Attendees do not need to unmute your device when I call your name. Lauren Forbes, Assistant Corp Counsel. James McDonough, Senior Staff Attorney. And this concludes roll call. Thank you.
Thank you, Colleen. The first order of business before you this morning concerns draft meeting minutes for the Public Facilities Department on March 27, 2024. Is there a motion to approve these meeting minutes?
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. The meeting minutes of March 27, 2024 for PFD is approved. For the Mayor's Office of Housing, we have Daniel Lesser, Director of Operations for the Mayor's Office of Housing today. MOH has 8 votes on the agenda for today's meeting. Starting with vote number 1 is being presented by James Smith, Senior Environmental Compliance Manager with the Neighborhood Housing Development Division of MOH. This is a request for tentative developer designation, intent to sell to 9094 Robie Street Condominium Trust. This is for vacant land located at unnumbered parcel on Robie Street in Dorchester. Recommended purchase price is $45,000. James, if you would please present vote number 1.
Thank you, TT, and good morning, Commissioners. I'm here to request PFC approval for the tentative developer designation to 90 to 94 Robie Street Condominium Trust for the parcel identified in the vote package in the Dorchester neighborhood of Boston. MOH conducted a public process that resulted in this developer designation request. Community notification letters were mailed in January and February of 2023 to inform of MOH's intent to issue an RFP for the parcel. A request for proposals was issued on October 10th, 2023 and advertised in the State Central Register on October 11th, 2023, the Boston Herald on October 9th and 16th, 2023, and the City Record on October 16th and 23rd of 2023. One proposal was received in response to the RFP by the November 13th, 2023 deadline and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. The offer price is for the appraised value of the land. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and this PFC vote request. I've also provided handouts related to this vote request that are displayed on the screen. The first is just a locus map showing the parcel in relation to the neighborhood, and the second are aerial and street view images of the parcel. Summary: if 9094 Robie Street Condominium Trust will utilize the space as is for additional open space and off-street parking, and the use of the site will be restricted to open space. Summary: if PFC approves this vote request, it will result in the following public benefits: return of a vacant parcel in MOH's inventory for over 35 years back to productive use and the tax rules. The sale will also generate $45,000 in initial revenues from sale. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
That's great to see 35 years get it off our books and so forth. Since this is a straightforward project at paying the appraised value, we expect that they'll probably be coming back for final transfer and designation to them before even the year's up.
Absolutely.
Okay. Perfect. No additional questions, Commissioner?
No questions, Commissioner. Good job.
Motion to approve?
A second?
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vote number 1 is hereby approved. Vote number 2 is being presented by Tiara Satchabel, Housing Development Officer of the Neighborhood Housing Development Division of MOH. This is a request for tentative developer designation and intent to sell to Eco Homes Highland Park LLC for 8 vacant land parcels located on Highland and Marcella Streets in Roxbury. Recommended purchase price is $800. Tiara, if you would please present vote number 2.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. I'm here requesting PFC approval for the tentative developer designation of Urbanica Incorporated doing business as Eco Homes Highland Park LLC for the parcels outlined in the vote package. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and the PFC vote request. As background, this project is a result of a thorough and in-depth public process taking place over many years in partnership with the Roxbury community and the Highland Park Project Review Committee. MOH worked closely with the Boston Planning Development Agency in land use planning and establishing development and design requirements for the Marcella Highland project area. MOH has also collaborated extensively with its valued community partner, the Highland Park Project Review Committee, to identify and assess the best uses for the public land in the Highland Park area. This community process dates back to 2018. MOH and the HPPRC co-sponsored several community meetings to provide a forum for discussion and input on the development area and design guidelines for over 33 parcels in the project area. This vote involves parcels offered in the 237 Highland, 75 Marcella Street, 255, 257, 259 Highland Street, and 84, 86, 88 Marcella Street RFP that was advertised pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 30B, Section 16, and was available to the public on May 2nd, 2022. The advertisement appeared in the Boston Herald on May 2nd, 2022, and May 9th, 2022, as well as in the Central Register on May 4th, 2022. The proposal submission deadline was June 20th, 2022, and 1 proposal was received. After proposals were received, Eco Homes, seeking to develop 8 city-owned parcels, presented their proposals to the community on December 15th, 2022. The proposal garnered support from community residents during this meeting. I provided slides related to this vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first slide shows the locus map of the parcels. The second slide shows the existing conditions of the site and the program information. Slide 3 is the preliminary rendering for site number 3. The fourth slide is the preliminary rendering of site 5A, and the final slide is a preliminary rendering for site 5B. This project will create the following public benefits: the creation of 12 income-restricted homeownership condominiums. All units will be deed restricted to moderate and middle income households making between 80% and 100% AMI, area median income. 6 affordable condominium units will be offered at 100% AMI and 12 will be offered at 80% AMI. There will be 2 one-bedroom units and 16 three-bedroom units. The proposal includes 9 off-street parking spaces and 30 bicycle storage spaces. The sale of the 8 parcels will yield long-term financial benefits for the city. By removing these parcels from our inventory, the city will. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, Eco Homes will complete various tasks undertaken to date that include finalize the development plan and advanced designs, work on getting through Article 80, zoning board of approval, and other permitting requirements, finalize cost and budget, and finalize financing commitments. Thank you, and I'm here to answer any questions you may have.
One quick question, just looking at the agenda, this is designation for a period, I see 16 months, or is it?
16 months.
It's the 16 months?
Yes.
Okay. And again, like all things, I'm assuming that we're no longer with COVID, but hopefully is that enough time so they can get all of their financing, Article 80 permits and so forth within that time frame?
Yes, we believe that's the time.
Okay. Commissioner?
No questions, just a comment. Good to see work moving forward in the Highland Park neighborhood.
I agree. Motion to approve?
Second?
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vote number 2 is hereby approved. Before we begin with the remaining vote presentations, MOH has requested to provide a brief intro to the Welcome Home Boston initiative, which concerns votes of 3 to 8. Would that be agreeable to the commission? Thank you. I believe I heard a confirmed yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Commissioner.
Yes.
Thank you, Commissioner Ray. We will proceed forward. Christine, if you would please provide the introduction to the remaining votes concerning the Welcome Home Boston Initiative.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Commissioners. We have a lot of great projects to share with you today. All of the votes that we will be bringing before you are part of the Welcome Home Boston program, and I want to take this opportunity to provide you with a little background on the initiative. Welcome Home Boston is Mayor Wu's commitment to the City of Boston under the American Recovery Plan Act to create affordable homeownership housing. The initiative focuses on 150 sites identified in the BPDA site-wide land audit as ideal for neighborhood-scale infill development. It couples land disposition for homeownership development with enhanced homebuyer assistance to expand homeownership opportunities for Bostonians. Today's votes represent the second phase of the program, which involved RFPs for a grouping of parcels in Dorchester and Mattapan. This phase of development is proposing to create 70 affordable homeownership opportunities. At the beginning of Welcome Home Boston, our staff implemented a comprehensive community outreach strategy to expand the table for participants. Welcome Home Boston's phases include packages of parcels that are based on geographic and mini regions for engagement. To reach as many people as possible, we created a menu of engagement opportunities and advertised through our website, direct outreach, and QR code-enabled signs and postcards. We've done surveys, we've had 3 focus groups, we've held open houses and office hours, we've done neighborhood briefings, we've had neighborhood charrettes, and we've also walked all of the sites. We also ensured that our partners from the Boston Home Center were present for these engagements to share information for residents who are interested in acquiring housing for the City of Boston. Community priorities emphasized affordability, family-sized units, diverse developers, parking, neighborhood contact, open space, and improved transit and safety measures in the area. Throughout this process, we evaluated our work to ensure that BIPOC-led and Boston-led emerging developers had a real opportunity to build a business relationship with the city and compete for the parcels. These activities included focus groups prior to the community engagement. We had small group and large group discussions during the community process, including educational sessions with Kings Amongst Kings and Builders of Color Coalition. We've done educational outreach during the RFP process, including 2 bidders conference, one focused on Development 101 and one focused on team building and networking, plus additional virtual office hours for one-on-one assistance from MOH staff. Simplification of the MOH RFP in greater specificity about submission requirements to help new to the City of Boston developers. We are working with a third-party organization that responded to an MOH contract, specifically for pre-development lending and technical assistance. And I'm excited that a number of the developers we discussed today are new to working with the city on affordable housing developments. To enhance transparency, MOH organized a series of events related to the RFP itself. The RFP was advertised in the Boston Herald on October 2nd and October 9th, in the Central Register on October 4th, and in the City Record on October 9th and October 16th, 2023. On December 4th, 2023, 9 proposals were received. Of the 9 proposals received, 3 did not meet the minimum eligibility criteria. As mentioned above, we had 2 applicant conference, a virtual conference on October 17, 2023, and an in-person event at the Bruce C. Bowling Building on November 1st, 2023. After the RFP submissions were received, the eligible applicants were invited to a community meetings held on February 13th and February 15th, 2024, where the proposals were presented to the public. MOH is particularly enthusiastic about sharing today's votes with you. These recommendations for tentative designation result from a thorough evaluation period based on the established RFP evaluation criteria and public comment. And if approved today, it will allow MOH to continue to work through budgets and community design feedback with the recommended developers. With that said, I will stop for any questions.
No questions? Any questions other than we should start with vote number 3?
Thank you. For purposes of record, votes 3 to 8 will be further presented by Christine O'Keefe, Interim Deputy Director with the Neighborhood Housing Development Division of MOH. Starting with vote 3, this is a request for tentative developer designation intent to sell to a nominee comprised of principals of Visionary Investors Building Equity LLC and Mass Construction and Management Incorporated for 5 vacant land parcels located on Ballou Avenue and Selden Street in Dorchester. Recommended purchase price is $500. Christine, if you please present vote number 3.
Thank you. I'm here requesting PFC approval for the tentative developer designation of Visionary Investor Building Equity, also known as VIBE, who have partnered with Mass Construction and Management, Inc., also going by MCMI, for the 65 Ballou, 71 Ballou, 80 Selden, 106 Selden, and the unnumbered Selden Street parcels, which are located in the Dorchester neighborhood of Boston. These parcels were made available through a land disposition request for proposal issued by the Mayor's office, emphasizing a preference for income restriction homeownership. The comprehensive details of this project and associated PFC information were enclosed in the memo provided to commissioners. After a comprehensive evaluation using the RFP evaluation criteria, the VIBE team, along with MCMI, has been recommended as the designated developer for the specified parcels to this vote request. VIBE and MCMI was the only applicant for these parcels. They are an experienced and fully capitalized development team. The team has decades of experience in building complex real estate communities combined. The team has strong existing relationships with local leaders in the community. They have also worked with the state and city on funding, and they have been through the city permitting process as well. The team is promoting equity through high quality, VIBE and MCMI is a certified WMBE and a first-time applicant for direct award of MOH awarded land. The development team presented their proposal at the MOH-sponsored community meeting on February 15, 2024. The proposal received support from the community during the meeting and the subsequent 14-day public comment period. As noted above, based on team review and public comment, VIBE and MCMI is the preferred applicant. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo, which has been provided. To achieve the development plan, MOH proposes a land cost subsidy by reducing the sales price of the parcels to $100 per parcel to support the public benefit of creating affordable homeownership housing. In exchange, the project will yield 17 affordable homeownership units between 70 to 80% of AMI, repurposing 5 long-held vacant parcels into affordable housing for Boston residents. The project includes 15 3-bedroom units and 2 2-bedroom units. I have provided slides related to the vote request. The first slide is an aerial photo. The second slide shows the proposed rendering of the development. And the third slide shows an aerial map of the Selden parcels. And the final slide shows a rendering of the Selden parcels. If approved, this vote will allow VIBE and MCMI to progress with design work, permitting, and securing essential financing. We expect to return to the PFC in the winter of 2024 for a conveying vote. And I'm here today to answer any questions.
No questions. Again, great project. My concern, like all of these, I see 16 months is let's get these projects out and let's get them built.
Agreed.
Yeah, no questions. Again, more so a comment. Really excited about this Welcome Home program, but also excited about bringing in new development teams into this work that we're doing here in the city. So commend you guys on that. So thank you. Commissioner?
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you. Vote number 3 is hereby approved. Vote number 4 is a request for tentative developer designation intent to sell to Codman Square Neighborhood Development Corporation for vacant land located at 11 Captain Street, 262 Norfolk Street, and 270 Norfolk Street. This is recommended purchase price is $300. Christine, if you would please present vote number 4.
Yes, thank you. I'm here today to request tentative developer designation for Codman Square Neighborhood Development Corporation for 11 Capon, 262 Norfolk Street, 270 Norfolk Street. These parcels are all located within Dorchester. These parcels were made available through a land disposition RFP issued by the Mayor's Office of Housing, emphasizing a preference for income-restricted homeownership housing. After a comprehensive evaluation using the RFP evaluation criteria, the Codman Square Development Team has been recommended as the designated developer for the specified parcels in the vote request. Codman Square was the only applicant for these sites. Codman Square has proven relevant development experience, financial capability aligning with the RFP objective. They have a local preference, diversity, and support for local firms under MOH's Welcome Home Boston's initiative. In order to enable the proposed development plan, MOH suggested a land cost subsidy by reducing the sales price of the parcels to $100 per parcel to support the benefit of creating affordable homeownership housing. In exchange, the project will yield 50 income-restricted homeownership units between 80 and 100% of AMI, repurposing 3 long-held vacant parcels into affordable housing for Boston residents. The units are designed for families consisting of 2- and 3-bedroom units. We have prepared a presentation for the PFC, which includes visual aids. The first slide provides an aerial map of the 3 sites. Slide 2 is a preliminary rendering of 270 Norfolk Street, and slide 3 is a preliminary rendering of 262 Norfolk Street, and slide 4 is a preliminary rendering of 11 Capon Street. If approved, this vote will allow Codman Square to progress with design work in the permitting process, and we are anticipating that we would come back to the PFC in the winter of 2024 for a conveyance vote. I'm here to answer any questions if you have them.
No questions, great project.
No questions, Commissioner?
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you. Vote number 4 is hereby approved. Vote number 5 is a request for tentative developer designation intent to sell to KZ Builders LLC. This is for 4 vacant land parcels located on Nottingham Street in Dorchester. Recommended purchase price is $400. Christine, if you please present vote number 5.
Thank you. I'm here requesting the PFC approval for tentative developer designation for KZ Builders LLC. For 19 Nottingham Street, unnumbered Nottingham Street, 21 Nottingham Street, and 23 Nottingham Street, all located in the Dorchester neighborhood of Boston. These parcels were all offered under a land disposition request for proposal issued by the Mayor's Office of Housing, emphasizing a preference for low-income restricted homeownership housing. Following an intense assessment of the RFP response using the evaluation criteria, KZ Builders has been recommended as the designated developer for the specified parcels in this vote request. MOH received 2 competing proposals for the specified site. This decision is supported by several key factors to choose KZ Builders. KZ Builders is a development team that has demonstrated relevant experience and ability to secure financing for a project of this scale. The proposed new homeownership plan aligns with the RFP objective for the designated sites, including but not limited to the design concept and the development cost feasibility. KZ Builders is an MBE certified diverse team meeting the RFP's goals regarding local business enterprise and minority business enterprises participants and providing opportunities for historically disenfranchised local firms as assessed by the MOH review team. In order to enhance the proposed development plan, MOH suggested a land cost subsidy reducing the sales prices to $100 per parcel. This adjustment supports the overarching public benefit of creating affordable homeownership. Additionally, the sale of the 3 parcels will yield long-term financial benefits to the City of Boston by removing them from our inventory and avoiding future costs. In exchange, the project will yield 12 income-restricted homeownership units between 80 and 100% of the area median income for Boston residents. Each unit is designed for families consistent of majority of 2 and 3 bedroom units. We have prepared a presentation for the PRC, which includes visual aids. Slide 1 is a locus map of the parcels. Slide 2 is a satellite view of the parcels. Slide 3 is a street level perspective of the existing conditions. And slide 4 are preliminary renderings of the development plan. If approved, this vote will allow KZ Builders to progress with the design work, permitting process, and secure essential financing. We expect to return to the PFC in the winter of 2024, seeking a conveyance vote. I'm here today to address any questions if you have them.
No questions, again, good project.
No question.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Vote 5 is hereby approved. Vote 6 is a request for tentative developer designation intent to sell to Boston Neighborhood Community Land Trust Incorporated for vacant land located at unnumbered parcel on Park Street in Dorchester. Recommended purchase price is $100. Christina, if you please present vote number 6.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm here to request the PFC approval for the tentative developer designation of Boston Neighborhood Community Land Trust, also known as BNCLT, for 1 vacant land of parcel in Dorchester at unnumbered Park Street. This parcel was offered through an RFP through the Mayor's Office of Housing, emphasizing income-restricted homeownership housing. The comprehensive details of this project have been outlined further in the memo that has been provided. After evaluation using the RFP criteria, the BNCLT development team has been recommended as the designated developer for the specified parcel in the vote request. BNCLT was one of 2 eligible applicants for the unnumbered Park Street parcel, and they were the highest ranked applicant across the RFP evaluation criteria. This decision is supported by several key factors. BNCLT's development team has demonstrated a relevant experience in the ability to secure financing for a project of this scale. Their proposed new homeownership plan aligns with the RFP objective for the designated site. BNCLT is a local Boston-based nonprofit organization with diversity in their development team that meets the RFP goals related to local women business enterprise and minority business enterprise. During the community meeting sponsored by MOH on February 15, BNCLT presented its proposal and garnered substantial support from both community residents and local elected officials, both during the meeting and during the public comment period. These significant factors led to BNCLT's proposal being ranked at the top of these sites. In order to enable the proposed development plan, MOH suggested a land cost subsidy, reducing the sales price of the parcels to $100 per parcel. This adjustment supports the public benefit of creating affordable homeownership housing. In exchange, the project will yield 5 income-restricted homeownership units at or below 80% of the area median income for Boston residents. The units are designed for families consistent of 2 and 3 bedrooms. In addition, BNCLT owns the abutting property located at 349 Park Street, which allows an opportunity to make use of open space in between the properties and use it for a community program. We have prepared a presentation for the PFC, which includes visual aids. Slide 1 is a locus map of the parcels. Slide 2 is a satellite view of the parcels. And slide 3 is a street level perspective of the existing conditions. And slide 4 is a preliminary rendering of the development plan. If approved, this vote will allow BNCLT to progress with the design warrant permitting process in seeking financing. We expect to return to the PFC in the winter of 2024 for a conveyance vote. I'm here to answer any questions if you have them.
No questions?
No questions.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you. Vote number 6 is hereby approved. Vote number 7 is a request for tentative developer designation and intent to sell to Ambry Development Group LLC. This is for vacant land located at 34 Wales Street in Dorchester. Recommended purchase price is $100. Christine, if you would please present vote number 7.
Thank you very much. I'm requesting the PFC approval for the tentative developer designation for Ambry Development Group LLC, also known as Ambry, for 34 Wales Street parcel in Dorchester neighborhood of Boston. These parcels were offered under a land disposition request for proposal that was issued by MOH, and more details were provided in the memo. Following an intense assessment of RFP response and an in-depth evaluation against the RFP evaluation criteria, Ambry Development has been recommended as the designated developer for this specific parcel in this vote request. Ambry was the only applicant for the 34 Wales Street parcel, and this decision is supported by several key factors. Ambry's development team has demonstrated relevant experience and the ability to secure financing for a project of this scale. The proposed new homeownership plan aligns with the RFP objective for the designated sites, included but not limited to the design concept and their cost feasibility. Ambry is an MBE certified with a diverse composition, meeting the RFP goals regarding local business enterprise and minority business enterprise. The development team presented their proposal at the MOH-sponsored community meeting on February 13th, 2024. The proposal received support from the community during the meeting and the subsequent 14-day public comment period. In order to enable the proposed development plan, MOH suggested a land cost subsidy by reducing the sales price of the parcels to $100 per parcel. This adjustment supports the MOH's request for public benefit of creating affordable home ownership. In exchange, the project will yield 12 income-restricted home ownership units between 80 to 100% of area median income for Boston residents. Each unit is designed for families consisting of a majority of 2 to 3 bedroom sizes. We have prepared a presentation for the PFC, which includes visual aids to enhance your understanding. Slide 1 is a locus map of the parcels. Slide 2 is a satellite view of the parcels. Slide 3 is a street level perspective of the existing conditions. And slide 4 are preliminary renderings of the development plan. If approved, this vote will allow Ambry to progress with design work, the permitting process, and securing essential financing. And we expect to return to the PFC in the winter of 2024 for a conveyance vote. I'm here to answer any questions if you have them.
Big question. If I'm looking at the plan wrong, there's a lot of trees that are being cut down for this development. I'm assuming there's no issue with that.
We try and save as many trees as possible, and we are having folks take a look at them to make sure are they trees that should be cutting down. Our design team is looking at that.
Commissioner?
No, good point, Commissioner. No question.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Vote number 7 is hereby approved. The final vote for today is vote number 8. This is a request for tentative developer designation and intent to sell to K&G Realty Corporation for vacant land located at 83 Wildwood Street in Mattapan. Recommended purchase price is $100. Christine, if you please present vote number 8.
Thank you very much. The final vote today is for a PFC approval for the tentative developer designation of K&G Realty Corporation for the 83 Wildwood Street parcel in Mattapan. The parcel is offered under a land disposition request for proposal issued by the Mayor's Office of Housing, as I said, emphasizing a preference for income-restricted homeownership housing. After a comprehensive evaluation and review of the RFP evaluation criteria, the KNG development team has been recommended as the designated developer for the specified parcel. KNG Realty was the only applicant for the 83 Wildwood Street parcel. KNG Realty's development team has demonstrated relevant experience and ability to secure financing for a project of this scale. The proposed new homeownership plan aligns with the RFP objective. KNG Realty is a WBE certified with a diverse composition meeting the RFP goals regarding local women business enterprise and minority business enterprise. The development team presented their proposal at an MOH-sponsored community meeting on February 15, 2024. The proposal received support from the community during the meeting and the subsequent 14-day comment period. Key highlights of the project is that, in order to enable the proposed development plan, MOH suggests a land cost subsidy by reducing the sales price of the parcels to $100 per parcel. This adjustment supports the overreaching public benefit of creating affordable homeownership housing. In exchange, the project will create 9 income-restricted homeownership units at or below 100% of AMI. There'll be a mixture of 80s to 100% of AMI that will remain deed restricted. Each unit will consist of, each unit is designed for families consistent of 2 to 3 bedroom sizes. And I prepared a presentation for the PFC, which includes visual aids. Slide 1 is a locust map of the parcel. Slide 2 is a satellite view of the parcel. And slide 3 is a preliminary rendering of the development. If approved, this vote will allow KNG Realty to progress with the design work, permitting process, and securing financing needed to move the development forward. We expect to return to the PFC in the winter 2024 for a conveyance vote, and I'm here to address any inquiries you might have.
Well, congratulations, 5 votes in a row, you can go and get a glass of water.
I'm in desperate need of one.
No questions, good project.
Same here. Kudos to you, Chris, for getting through all these votes, but no questions here as well.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you. Vote number 8 is hereby approved. This concludes the agenda for MOH for today's meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.